Welcome to Sweatpants and Stories, the podcast where we get comfy and talk about the books we love. And today we have a special guest. Her name is Molly, and she has a little penguin holiday scarf on, so she wanted to be a part.
She's on theme.
Yes, she's on theme, so we told her she could stay. All right. But speaking of the holidays, we will be reviewing Good Spirits by BK Borison. That is a hard name to remember.
It's a hard name.
Yeah.
It's a hard name.
Yeah. But I like it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but as you know by now, we do. So let's dive right in. It's not a long blurb, so I can read the blurb. He's the ghost of Christmas past. She's not exactly Scrooge. Ghost of Christmas past, Nolan Callahan, intends to spend this holiday haunting like every other. Get in, get out, return to his otherwise aimless existence as a ghost awaiting the afterlife. But when he's faced with Harriet York, the sweetest assignment he's ever had, he suddenly finds himself wishing for a future. I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah, I like that.
As opposed to reading the other paragraphs, because I feel like that sums it up nicely.
That is a good sum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
All right.
So, and then you have, obviously, some nice artwork on the cover. We've got the sort of swirling, which is a little bit of foreshadowing for the story, I feel like.
It is.
And the snowflakes, very holiday-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, everyone's favorite, sprayed edges.
Yay.
With a lovely little poinsettia and ribbon and snowflakes.
It is very holiday
It is
themed.
very holiday
Yes.
themed.
Yes. It is on part right now.
Yes, they did a lovely job, I feel like, with the cover. Lovely
Yes.
job.
We have bored Molly. She's now going to take a nap. And that's fine.
She was just here for the cover.
Yeah, just here for that. I do want to say is the guy is fading.
Yes.
So you kind of get the idea that he is the ghost because he has like partial fading going into it. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Yes. Yep. I would agree with you.
Yes. Big fan.
Mm-hmm.
The back really did it justice.
It did.
It makes you feel like it's going to be like the classic movie.
Yes.
You know, where she's getting haunted.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm a good person. I don't know why I'm being haunted. And yeah, I felt that.
I
it
did
was
too.
like,
I did
too. You're just trying to think like, what did I do wrong in my life? Like, where could this possibly have gone wrong? Yeah. So big fan.
Big fan.
I like the cover.
Good job.
Sprayed edges.
Good job on the
stuff.
cover. All right.
All right. So now we come to our favorite part of the podcast.
Our favorite part.
Where we ask the burning questions and get our hottest takes. So let's dive into the chemistry check.
All right. Well, I will kick us off. And we've already started to talk about this a little bit. So how do you feel about the Ghost of Christmas Past trope? And how did she either subvert or build upon the classic Christmas Carol story?
Yeah. I actually really liked it. It was different. It's something that I have never read even something close to it before. So it was a good change of pace. And she played it very well. She really dived into that feel like I'm the first ghost and I have until this time to, figure out why you're being haunted. And then once that's done, then you'll move on to the next ghost. And it just seemed very like by the book, like this is what happens and this is what needs to be done. And it was just such a cool, like new feel to just the holiday classic. Because I love watching that movie. I watch it all the time. I watched the Muppets one.
Same. The best one.
It's the best one.
Hands down.
Yeah. Because, Tiny Tim, who did not
die.
So, gotta watch the Muppet Christmas Carol. And I just feel like it was a good, fun play on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think it was different. It had a twist to it, right? So it didn't have the same progression as the Christmas Carol. It was its own thing in and of itself, which was really cool.
Yeah.
So I thought she did a really nice job with it.
Yeah. Especially like when you kind of realize who she is and what she's doing. And it's really, you're trying to think like, why is he haunting her?
Yes.
Like, what is this deep, dark secret that she's hiding where
Mhm.
she's really not a good person?
Mhm.
Right. And it's like, it's really funny because it says on the first day of December, the universe gave to me, and all this stuff happens and she scrapes her knee and all this stuff. And then the last page of the chapter, which I don't know if I could find it, but it said the universe, on the first day of December, the universe gave to me a string of bad luck and a ghost, apparently.
Mhm.
And so I just loved how they summed up that first chapter.
Yes.
And it was just so holiday.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yes. You felt the holiday throughout the
did.
whole book, which
You
was
did.
really cool.
Yeah, it was really
Mhm.
fun. All right. Ready?
Next.
Question 2. The romance between a human and a ghost is inherently forbidden.
Oh.
Whew, here we go. It comes with an expiration date,
True.
right?
Mhm.
All right, so how did this ticking clock affect the emotional intensity of the relationship?
Yes, I think it was very emotional for that particular reason, right? Because
Mhm.
you knew that, like, how could they be together? He's a ghost and she's alive. So
Right.
something had to give in that dynamic, right? And so I think for me, it really made it very emotional. And you felt that with them. She did a great job, I thought, of portraying that emotion through the characters. You felt the struggle. You felt the sadness and, sort of like the resignation of, well, this is going to be the way it is. And so we just have to move past it and have fun for the time we have. And so I think it was really well done. It played a huge role in their relationship dynamic. And it was a different Forbidden than the last Forbidden that we read. So it was a much nicer Forbidden,
Yes.
less creepy.
Yes.
I was okay with a ghost and a human having a relationship. She never made me feel like there was anything wrong with that.
Yes, agreed.
So,
and it's because of how she wrote it.
Yes.
Because when I'm not going to lie, when I first read the back and realized what was happening, I'm like, we're really going to get into a whole ghost and a human thing? I don't know how that's going to work. Like, is it going to be a happy ending? Am I just going to be disappointed in the end?
I did ask her this before we even started to read it.
Because I
only like to read happy endings. Just saying.
She refused to read it until I read it just to make sure it was happy. So spoiler alert, there is a happy ending, guys. But yeah, that she wrote it where, because even my husband was like, he's a ghost. Like, how can that happen? And I'm like, well, ghosts actually, they're not like floating apparitions. Like, ooh, I'm like, they're actually people. Yeah. It just so happens that you forget them.
Yes.
So you'll pass them on the street or you'll have interactions with them, but then almost immediately you will forget that you ever saw them.
I think it was such a clever twist.
And that was so
clever.
Creative.
Yes. And I've not heard that before.
No. And I was, take. Now I'm like thinking, I'm like, did I pass a ghost today? Like, how many have I seen? It was just such a
only they can fold my laundry.
Or wrap presents. Anyway. But yes, I thought that was great.
They're very well done. Very cool.
Yeah. A forbidden romance I can get behind.
That was okay. All right. So switching gears a little bit. So obviously, as the Ghost of Christmas Past, right, he has magic. But his magic starts to wane or change as he starts to fall for Harriet. Yeah. So what does this reveal about the rules of his existence and the unexpected power of their connection?
Yeah, that threw me for a loop. Because when it happened, they were just getting like thrown all these different things. And then all of a sudden he was like, this is my memory. And it was of him as a little boy with his dad on the beach. And he's like, I don't even remember that. And so that hit hard because then you're thinking, why are they in his memory? How is this connected? Like, is she connected to him somehow in that like you really started thinking about it.
Yes.
And so that was just crazy. And then immediately after that, he was like, hold on to me. Cause then they were just getting like whiplash going from memory to memory to memory to memory. And it was absolutely insane. Right. And then like they get back and he was just thinking about kissing her and the whole ceiling is covered in mistletoe.
Which was pretty cool.
I was like, how can I do that to my house?
It's pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
But yeah, so the magic going crazy was really, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was worrisome, but cool.
Yeah.
And then also it really made you like think about, well, how is this gonna, like, how are they gonna be affected by this?
Yeah.
Right? Like, can they still go back to her past and figure out why he's here to help her? Like, is his magic just completely shot now? And then like he immediately just like goes to his headquarters and is like, I need to talk to my supervisor.
Which is really cool. This is really
you know?
cool.
And then of course the supervisor's not there because there's
Yeah.
a Grim Reaper on the loose. So now, you know, it's all hands on deck for that. And you really, it was just a fun thing because
Yes.
now you're getting into that little aspect. Like you have like the whole thing of Grim Reapers and all of that. And so he's trying to figure out what's wrong, but then he's like, wait, if I tell them my magic's
Right.
going wonky, they're not going to leave me on the same case with her. And I love spending time with her. So he's like, nope, never mind. I'm good.
I'm good.
And then just kind of like hightails it out of there.
Yes.
And so his supervisor had to come and find him eventually because he was literally in hiding at that point because he was like, we'll figure this out. It's fine.
Yeah.
So it was a cool little twist.
It was
how
neat.
that was going.
It was definitely neat. I will say the chaotic nature, I think, of going back to the memories made me a little worried. I was sort of like, if that's the way it works, I don't think I want the Ghost of Christmas Past. Like it just seemed like a really crazy, motion sick ride to be able to do that. But but it was neat because I agree with you. It made you think a lot to be like, like you're trying to sort through the mystery of it all and figure it out and try to understand like, well, where could this possibly be? And what's the connection here? And what's the connection there? So they're trying to figure it out, but you're also trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So it was just a really cool read from that perspective.
And what is even really cooler, neater, really cool? I don't know. Anyway.
Really, really cool?
Yeah. What is also fun is at the end, they kind of explain why they went into her certain memories.
Yes.
You know, and so like, I'm touching base on the first, I'm not explaining why, but the first memory is really cool train set.
Yes.
You know, and she ends up taking like a boat from the train set and you don't think anything of it until they mention it later and you're like, that's it.
Yes.
That's why.
It was just cool to see how everything was so thoughtfully done and it wove together. Really cool. Really cool.
Yeah. All right.
We'll stick with really cool.
Really, really, really cool. All
right. Next question.
All right. So I touched base on this a little bit.
Yes.
But what do you think of the concept of the Department of Hauntings and Spirits and the bureaucracy of the afterlife? Did it add to or detract from the romantic magic of the story?
I thought it was really cool. I appreciated the additional backstory of sort of what his day-to-day looks like, how he is the ghost that he is, how he gets his assignment, how that all works. It was just fascinating to me. It was like a trip to a different world almost, right? And you saw it for something completely different than I think that you would normally imagine it to be, right? Where you have, they have offices and they have office hours and they have a secretary or an assistant, right? That sets the meetings and, all these different departments that are responsible for different things. And he did stints in all these different places before landing as a Ghost of Christmas Past. So to me, it was really cool because it was neat to get the backstory. You got so much more than just the concept of he's the Ghost of Christmas Past. They're going to go through their memories and they're going to have this, sort of romantic relationship together. You really delve into him as a character and what his day looks like. And I thought she did a beautiful job sort of creating that world for us to go into.
Yeah. And she described it so well where it's really funny because like you just kind of like can picture just like this generic office where it's just like there's noises and sounds everywhere and everything's happening all at once and there's just all these like cubicles and all of this and there's just like the receptionist there and she's like, how can I help you? Like I just pictured it just like and I'm like, okay, this works. I like
eating her snacks.
Yeah, like watching like soap opera. Like,
It was very cool. Did a nice job.
Yep.
All right, next one. So what did you think of the ending? Did you think it was a satisfying resolution for both of them? And I guess I'll leave it there. What did you think of it?
Yeah. Man, the ending tugged at my heartstrings. I might have cried a few times. And by cried, I mean like tears are pouring down my face and I have a tissue that was just useless. And so I was just like, okay, this is fine. But I didn't cry because it was bad. I cried because it was touching. And
it was touching.
I thought the ending was very, very well done. And it was on a good timeline. It wasn't rushed.
No.
It wasn't like, okay, well, I only have like 2 chapters. I got to write this really fast. It was really well done. And it made me want more of their story.
Yes.
And I really, really enjoyed how they did it. I don't do well with goodbyes. You know how that goes.
Yes.
I do horrible with them.
Yes.
And so
she's not on the crisis list.
No, I am so far down on the crisis list. But to read it on paper and just like watch it unfold, like they truly did fall for each other.
Yes.
And to now say goodbye knowing their time was done, it was just heart-wrenching. And then she goes about her life and she's just like trying not to forget him. So she's falling asleep and she's like, don't forget him. Don't forget him. Like try to remember him. And I'm like, oh my, like she's going to forget him. What's going to happen?
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is going to be horrible. And then you fast forward to now him. He's like, if I had known the afterlife was another waiting room, I wouldn't have been in such a hurry. And so then he's just sitting there waiting and waiting. And then finally his supervisor comes in. And who else comes in? Harriet's aunt. And that is where I started bawling again. Because I'm like, oh God. And then the aunt's like, how's our girl? And I'm like, oh my goodness, how's our girl? Oh, she's great now. Not anymore because he's gone. Anyway, so it was very emotional. I'm getting emotional right now. Don't look at my face, look at hers. But it was just, it was so well done. I loved the ending. And I cannot wait because she is coming out with her second book next year. About the escaped Grim Reaper.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. So needless to say, the ending left me on such a high note that I cannot wait to read that next book.
Yeah. No, it was beautifully done, I thought. And again, didn't feel rushed, was very emotional. I probably was a little less emotional because, again, I knew that it was going to be a happy ending, so I wasn't as sad about the situation. That's okay. I probably would have spoiled it for myself. That's just who I am. But anyway, I thought that was great, and I loved the fact that she kept trying to remember and not forget, and it was really cool. It was a good, very good ending.
Yeah. I was very happy about
Very good ending. Very good ending. I will say one thing though, sorry. I loved the concept too of the fact that they were meant to be together, but they were living in the wrong time from each other. And so he then passed away at the age he passed away so that he could come back, like wait all that time and come back when she's ready and then they're together. I thought that was really cool. Yes. Like I did not see that twist coming, I'll be honest with you. And I figured when I was reading through and all the different things that she was connecting, I thought for sure they had been together in a past life or something, right? And she was someone else that he had encountered in the past, which was not the case.
No.
And I thought that was really cool concept to bring to the table of like, you were destined to be together. Your time frames were just off. Yeah. And so now we've synced them up and now you're together. Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah. And it's so funny because timing is everything.
Yes.
Right. And so all these people who are always like, I was born on the wrong.
Yeah.
They're like,
maybe there's something to it.
Like,
who
knows? Like maybe you are waiting.
Yeah. Like, it was very thoughtful. Like the whole story I thought was very thoughtful, very thoughtfully done.
Yeah. She clearly had an outline and knew exactly where she was going.
Absolutely.
With it and just
connected all the pieces, did a really nice job of weaving it together. Sometimes you'll read a book and there's a piece and you're like, oh, that doesn't really connect back to there, or like, why was this here or whatnot? Yeah. This was beautifully woven together. So great job.
Yep.
Great job. All right. Last question.
Yes. So let's talk about Harriet's family.
Yes. Oh, I did not like them.
No. All right. So there's a subplot involving her family. Particularly her relationship with her mother. and her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how did confronting her family dynamics contribute to her overall arc? Or really just, what do we think about her family?
Yes, I thought they were terrible. I'll be honest with you. I was very proud of her. I think she did grow throughout the book.
Mm-hmm.
And she realized that she was okay being herself and not following the molds or the rules that they were trying to set for her, right? And carrying around the guilt that she had around something that she thought was so terrible that really was not terrible at all. And so I thought her growth was tremendous throughout the book. I feel like he helped her as well.
Mm-hmm.
But she really, again, to my dynamic of a strong female lead,
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was a strong female lead, right?
Yeah.
She was very much, you could get the sense she was a people pleaser. She was trying so hard to, just do what she was supposed to do or expected to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Follow everything, keep everyone happy, not rock the boat. And then she realized, well, no, why would I do this, right? And I need to, be my own person, right? And grow as a person and do these other things that I want to do with my life.
Yeah.
And I thought that growth was really well written. And it added to her dynamic or her depth as a character.
Yeah.
So I didn't like the family,
no,
but I thought it gave her a good character growth throughout the book.
Yeah. And it's so funny because she was 100% certain that she was getting haunted because she told her family that she didn't want to be a lawyer anymore.
Yes, which is totally
because
fine.
She broke her mother's heart. Like, no, you are just doing what you want to do instead of what people want you to do. And that's not a bad thing.
Such a great lesson.
Yeah. Like, that's great. Good for you, girl.
Yes.
Like that is a character arc turn right there, right? Like, yeah. So that was so interesting how when they got into that memory, she's like, okay, we can go now. You don't need to see this part.
Yeah, she thought it was just so horrible.
Yeah,
like he would
like,
suddenly, change his mind about her, right?
You're going to hate me now.
Yes.
And he was just like, no, your mother's horrible.
Yes.
And then the
guy she was with was terrible. I don't even remember his name.
No.
That's how forgettable he was, but he was awful.
Yeah, no, not good at all.
No.
Not good.
No.
And then the sister was just like, she's a people pleaser.
Yes.
But she will continue to be a people pleaser.
Yes.
Like that is just, it felt like that's ingrained in her and that's just who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And because her mom doesn't talk to her sister, she was like, well, I'm not going to talk to you either.
Yes.
And it was just an awkward thing. And I felt bad because like, if we ever had an issue like that, I wouldn't be okay with that. Like, I don't know. We talk every day. It'd be weird if we didn't.
But it would be weird.
Yeah. And even if we don't talk every day, I sent her 700 Instagram reels. So she knows I'm alive.
I know you're there. I know you're there. For every 700, I send you one.
Yeah. She doesn't even read mine.
Sometimes two. There's a lot of that. How would one read all of those in a day? If you
went on Instagram twice a day, you could watch them.
That would be the only thing I could do on Instagram.
So
would just be watching reels. Just saying.
Well, clearly I have sent you the best ones. That's why I send them to you. So there's no need to watch anything else.
But I do feel that you're thinking of me, so I do appreciate that.
Anytime. Yes. Yeah. See, this is the dynamic they needed.
They needed to have this. But I did love at the end of the book, right, where the sister did come in and they sat and I think they had tea or whatever it was. But it seemed like it was a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So
that was after the whatever ball they're doing or charity event,
whatever
or
that
something,
thing is.
Whatever that was. She kind of saw like Harriet was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need your approval.
Which was great. Again, very proud of her.
Like she really did stand up for herself. And then the things that he said to the mother was hilarious.
Which was really good.
So that was cool. So I feel like she had horrible family.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of got what came to them and they're trying to redeem the sister in the end. So
yep.
That's okay.
But good for her.
Good for her.
Yes. Good for Harriet.
Yes.
Not the sister.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she'll be in the next book. We'll figure it out.
Maybe she. No, she was.
Because wasn't the
relationship?
Yeah, and wasn't the Grim Reaper a female that ran away?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought it was a girl.
Well, that would be a twist.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong, guys, but
very excited for next year.
Be very interesting. Right. All right, so we're gonna move on to the sweatpants scale. Oh, all right, guys. So sweatpants scale. which has been, someone has been waiting very long to see where this falls on the sweatpants scale, and I do apologize for the delay.
It's the holidays. It's hard. There's a lot of things that we all do during the holidays, and
yep. And sometimes we don't get to enjoy the good things about the holidays because we are so rushed with shopping and decorating and all of that stuff. So for your pleasure, we will be reviewing these Christmas books after the holidays.
Woohoo!
Right? So we can still thrive in the love of the holidays.
Yes.
Even when it's done.
Christmas continues.
Yes. All right. So sweatpants scale.
Let's do it.
Where does this book fall on our scale? Is it a 1? Is it a stiff jean? Is it a 2? The unzipped fly?
Unfortunate.
The 3? Loose fitting jean? 4? Is it just the elastic waist sweatpants? Or is it 5? The cozy fleece lined sweatpants? All right.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, I went first last time.
That's true, dude. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go first, guys.
We'll spread the love.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know if you could tell from how I was talking about it and how I cried during the ending.
Not a 2.
Not a 1 this time, guys. Anyway, I'm giving it a 5. It's, to me, this book was perfect. And I don't know what kind of book you guys want to read, but this was a good mix of, it had like a little mystery to it, and then it had some history to it, and then it had the romance, but the romance wasn't crazy.
Yes.
And then I feel like everything throughout the book that got mentioned at the end all got tied together in a perfect bow. Like I said, her connection with him being a fisherman, like she stole the boat when she was like 5 or 7 or something, and so that was her connection to him, and there were all these other little nuances, and it was just so cool, and I would so read this book again. I'll have a box of tissues next to me the next time I read it, but
because you know it's gonna happen.
Because I know it's gonna happen. Because when I talk about it. I talked about it in the car to my husband, and I'm trying to explain the ending, and then I get to the goodbye, and I get to the and then my eyes get all watery, and he goes, "Oh, I can't wait to see this podcast." And you're not going to be able to keep it together.
It's one of our 11 subscribers.
Actually, I don't know if he's subscribed.
Well then, maybe he's number 12.
Yes. But I have a tendency of I don't dog ear the books.
No,
I can't do that. I feel like it's like it's destroying the goodness of them. So I have little sticky notes.
See that.
And so I just sticky note like my favorite parts, or like the parts that if I didn't want to read the whole book, but I really enjoyed a scene of it, I'll just go back to it. Those are my little bookmarks.
See, there you go.
So there's a lot in here. So normally if there's more than like 10, it's a book I'm going to reread.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys.
So that's so funny. So generationally, right? You should be more tech savvy, and I should be notating my book with the Post-it notes. Instead, I read it on the Kindle and I highlight the sections that I like, and then I can go back to my highlights.
Yeah.
So it's very funny.
Yeah. Well, it's going to the headaches. I get a lot of headaches.
Yeah.
And so the more I'm on my phone,
yes.
the more likely I am to get them. And even though I have the cool green light, which I haven't showed you, I still have to show you how to do that.
I need to see that.
Yeah, even though I still have that background, but there are some books that are like on Kindle Unlimited that I'm not going to buy on paperback because I can read it for free, that I pay for with my subscription.
Right.
So those are the books that I'm going to read. And it's normally like military romance books, like, ones that I read like really fast.
Yes.
But then, more likely I try to buy books like I'm at Walmart or Target. I try not to shop at like Barnes and Noble or stuff because they're so expensive.
I know, but
they're so much cheaper here.
I know. We support all books.
We support all bookstores. Yes, even if
my issue is if I read this, right, I got to put on my reading glasses because And then I can't read it at night when I do a lot of my reading because then I would need a book light.
I have a book light.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to buy a different book light because the book light I had, the battery pack kept falling off and it would drive me crazy. And I'm like,
yeah. No, I do not have a book light. So anyway, so if I had a book light, maybe it would be a little bit better. Maybe that's something to think about for Santa.
Yeah.
But and anyway.
No, most of the time I'm reading this in the car drop-off line for my son, and there's a overhead lamp that's right by the. And so you see me, and I'm just like leaning forward in the car trying to get the light, so I don't have to turn the light on in the car. It's an adventure, guys, but it's worth it. I'm sorry, Molly. Okay. Well,
Molly has awoken. Yes.
Yes, I have given it a 5.
Yes, I will actually agree with you.
Really?
Yes.
This is the first book we've agreed on.
I was going back and forth and then thinking about the scale, right? Mm-hmm. I would absolutely read it again. Mm-hmm. I will probably read it again next holiday season, before the next one comes out because I'm a big fan of rereading if there's a connection. So I like to start at the beginning and then go forward. Yeah. So in any event, I will reread it again. I thought it was really well done. Like it was beautifully done. The story was great. The elements that she wove in, the different ways of thinking about the classic tale of A Christmas Carol. Like, it was great. It was overall, it was just great. So I agree with you and I give it a 5.
Yeah. Yay. Yay. Well, I'm excited because
going in with a high for the holiday season.
Woohoo! We're starting. I don't know. We're starting up there for the holidays.
Gosh, I hope it stays.
Oh, anyway, it'll be fine.
Yes.
But she's written other books before.
Yes.
And I've heard that they're a little different in the romance department than this, but I really want to read them.
Yes, I do too.
And see how that is different from like this, because this is apparently a different writing style.
Yes, and I've not read her before, so I'm interested in having a new author added to the mix.
Yeah,
so
I'm excited.
Very cool.
Yeah,
very cool. All right, good. Well, solid 5. Read it if you have not read it already. It's fantastic.
Thank you for the recommendation.
Yes, thank you. We will take all recommendations, by the way. So keep them coming.
Yes.
We will take them all. All right. And speaking of kind of recommendations, this was one that we saw online and thought we can give this a go too. I will say in my previous comment of liking to start at the beginning, this is a series of 2. So we figured, why not? We'll just read 2. So we are going to start with How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. And then, which doesn't have sprayed edges, but we're going to keep an open mind. Thank you.
Yep.
And then we're going to switch to book 2, which just released, Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal, also by Megan Quinn. So it's a double feature for the holidays, both Christmas books. So we are very excited to delve into both of these. And thank you for joining us today. Please don't forget to follow us on social media, like and subscribe, send any book recommendations our way.
Yep. And until next time, keep your sweatpants on and your stories close.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.